Hello everybody, how are you all doing? We are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild with another great one grinding stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video this morning. I've been getting so many requests to do another random wheel, so I decided to do that. Wait, what do you mean I started streaming first? I'm confused, but how's it going, everybody? How you doing, Kyla? How you doing, Tropic, Riders, Lane, MC Fishing 2, Hayden, Vine, Galaxy, Stephanie, Logan, Kyle, Tyler, Elliot, Noah, Bryce, Dylan, Dawson, Ultralight Outdoors, Matt Ruff, Revive, Aiden. How's everybody doing? Hey, Nightly. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's get the time reset. And then we can start chasing down some whitetail. And let's actually make sure we got the right setup. Alright, we're good to go. Let's, well, wait for the map to update and then go over here. Hey, Impossible Gamer. No, I was not talking to you. Oh, gotcha, Kyla. It kind of just happens that way. We kind of just end up streaming at the same time sometimes. I just stream whatever time's best for me. And recently I've been busy until about 3 or 4. What I've been doing recently is I'll get my upload for the morning, which goes up at 12 to 12:30. And then I will typically go for a walk. And then I usually wait until my wife leaves for her work before I start streaming, which is around 4. So yeah, it's kind of how we're doing it right now. Which is why the streams have been around 4 o'clock. Where's our whitetail? Where are these little things? I guess they're just taking 10 years to get to their zones. Definitely not common, Bryce. That is a pretty big one. I'm 23, Cohen. Went fishing earlier but caught nothing. Unfortunate, dude. It happens, though. Even the days where you catch nothing are enjoyable, though. Had plenty of days like that. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to wait a while. Hopefully there'll be some deer at this lake. What's a big blacktail in Classic? Anything over 190. There's a buck. Let's see if we can get that one down. I think it's the only one in this herd, though. Nice. Oh, that's decent, Garrett. No, Nightly, I haven't. I don't think so, at least. I think I found most of them, but I only hunt certain ones. Yeah, it was unfortunate, Matt. That was a rough one, man. Oh, that might have been the roughest random wheel challenge we've done. I have a feeling you'll get a great one today. I hope so, dude. Would be nice. Got some new deer there. Nice, Brendan. That's awesome, dude. Those are very hard to find. I think that's everything here. I think it was only 2. Yep, only 2. Good to know. It's been good, Simon. It's been a good day. Good red deer in Classic. Like 270 plus, probably. 260s is a pretty decent one. And then 270 is like giant. I mean, it really doesn't matter, Nightly. The only reason that is something that people say is just in case you have an initial spawn great one or an initial spawn diamond. you don't have to have all your zones in order for the grind to go well. I mean, I don't have all my zones, and we've got a great one before without having every zone, so you don't necessarily have to have every zone. It just helps to get most of them in case you had some initial spawn diamonds or rares. But it's not gonna like stop you from getting a great one to spawn. It's just you might miss out on a few trophies that were initial spawns. That's really the only reason. Yeah, Wizard, I remember you. And no need to repeat though, remember? No need to repeat the same message. It's not gonna do you any good. Unfortunate, Stephanie. Hopefully you can have it turn up again. I know, right, Kyla? It's great. What's my largest roe deer? I actually don't remember because it's been a very long time since I've found a diamond one. I don't remember what mine scores. I think 90 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's somewhat rare, Dawson. Unfortunate, McFishing. Got a couple decent bucks running through. Question is, where are they gonna stop? What's my best super rare? I have a diamond piebald caribou. That's probably my best super rare. To be fair though, I've only got 2, so that's not really saying much, but I'd say that's probably my best one, or at least my rarest. Holy! Austin Ramsey, thank you for the super chat, dude. That is insane. Massive $50 super chat. Holy. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that. Love your content. Verhonga has been insane after pop reset for me. Within a week's time, a diamond lion, 2 diamond wildebeest, albino wildebeest, and a Mela jackal. Nice, dude. That's awesome. I have been really enjoying the pop resets as well. It's nice to see that there's been a lot of Verhonga action after EW reset everything. I've been enjoying it quite a bit myself, dude. Get the great one? Hopefully we will. Hopefully we can bag a great one today. Thank you once again. That is super generous of you. I really appreciate it. How rare is a leucistic pronghorn? It's pretty rare. I've only seen 2 or 3. Where did that call come from? There he is. Nailed him. No, okay, so, we didn't get rid of the channels in the Discord. I literally put a message out this morning explaining what it was. So, I'll say it again since some people apparently don't read through the rules page, because it tells you everything in the rules page. And I even put out a few notifications to people explaining what to do to see the channels. If you want to see the channels in the Discord, you have to go to the roles channel and react to the roles that you would like. So for example, if you want to see the Call the Wild channels, react to the one that says Call the Wild Hunters. If you want to see the classic channels, react to the one that says Classic Hunters, etc. That's how you'll see the channels in Discord again. Yes, exactly, Kyla. Exactly. There. Thank you for that. We will pin it. But yeah, once you've accepted your roles, you will see all the channels that are related to that role that you selected. Hey, Brad, how's it going, dude? And Austin, thank you for becoming a member as well. Welcome to the Scare Crew, man. Hopefully you've been having a great day. Enjoy the green name in chat, the special badge icon, all the awesome emotes, the ability to use commands in the stream. Access to, did I already say access to private Discord channels? Well, we'll say it again. Access to private Discord channels and access to my scrapped content on the channel. Really appreciate it, man. That is amazing. I don't know why my voice just died there at the end, but I think it's time for me to drink some water. Have I got anything today? Not really. We pretty much just started. Oh my. Oh, that name. But I'm glad that you enjoy the content. Thank you for enjoying the content, man. Hey, Guggen, man, how's it going, dude? How many kills do I have so far? It should be in the title. It's a little bit over 11,000 in total between the last 2 years. Don't get noticed, been working all day for a while, I haven't got to check Discord. Oh, it's no worries, dude. I was just saying, like, if you have been in there, I did post how to fix it. When all else, from now on, guys, whenever something happens in Discord, whenever you see some changes, check the announcements channel, the rules channel, and the roles channel, because those are where I'll have updates on the stuff that happens to the channel. So if there's ever any future changes, that's where it'll probably be posted about. Just for anybody that notices some things in the future, because I probably will make more changes eventually. I do plan to continue cleaning up the Discord a little bit. If we see more channels that aren't getting used, we'll probably delete them. Because obviously we want to have a nice clean Discord that's not going to be cluttered up, which is why we introduced the roles. Thank you, Tyler. I'm glad that you enjoy the content, dude. Glad that you enjoy. Don't see any deer over there, so let's fast travel over here. Nice forever fishing. Hopefully it'll be a diamond. Alright, later, Eli. Thank you, Hunter 4. What happened to Float Goat? I'm assuming he's probably busy. I haven't seen him around for a little bit. Hey, we got deer over here again. I haven't had any over here for ages. Perfect. Alright, Ben, I'll probably look at it after the stream. I've been trying to go through the Discord channels a little bit more recently and respond to some messages in there and just seeing what you guys have been posting and talking about. Calling Great One next run, hopefully. That would be quite the awesome thing. Would you like to play with Flinter? Yeah, I mean, we've done some stuff in the past. Would definitely be down for another stream or something in the future. As for when that'll happen, hard to say. What was my first diamond? It was a red deer. Me too, John Deere, man. It's really good. Best weapon pack to date. Thank you, Wesley. I'm glad that you enjoy the videos. Oh, you didn't miss too much, Conway. We just started. Is this Whitetail Zone? No, it's Bighorn. Interesting. There never used to be Bighorn here. Kinda cool. Nice, Deer Slayer. That's awesome. Favorite soda / carbonated drink? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. If we're just talking about favorite soda... I don't know. I'd say it's gotta be the Dr. Pepper cream soda. But, like, there's others that I love equally as well, so it's hard for me to choose. There's a lot that are really good. There's a lot of really good sodas out there. Favorite type of chips? Ooh, that's one I haven't actually been asked before. That's, you know, I'm kind of surprised that hasn't been a commonly asked question in the past. I'd say my favorite chip is either the pepperoncini or honey mustard kettle chips. The kettle brand chips. Those are so good. If you guys haven't had them, I highly recommend them. And then I'd say number 3 would have to be the, what's it called? What's it called? I'm forgetting now. It's sweet spicy something Doritos. Sweet spicy chili, that's it. Sweet spicy chili Doritos. Those things are amazing. So good. More bighorn. Wow, this lake is just loaded with them. Speaking of soda, last time I visited the US, people were almost concerned that I'd never heard of Pib. To be fair, there's not much Pib around Oregon where I live, but I have still heard of it. It's a pretty popular one, but I personally don't really see it too often around here. There's a lot of whitetail over at this zone now. What's the most great one whitetails that someone has got? Well, legitimately, I don't know, probably like 10. How many is Grim up to now? I haven't checked recently. Assuming he still has a ton of them. Probably more than what he did last time I saw. Is there another buck in here? There should be. Please be vitals. Nope. Not vitals. How did that miss? How did that miss? Oh, it didn't. We're good. She's not hit vitally, though. And we're out. Alright, well, let's go claim them. I think he does, Levi. I've seen his, like, notifications pop up in his Discord from time to time. Hey, Luke, how's it going, dude? Ron's got 9 of them now? Yeah, I figured that he was probably pretty far up there. I thought he was at 10, though. How do I like my steak cooked? I mean, I don't really mind too much between medium rare and done. I'll take either, but I prefer medium rare. Hey, Megan, how's it going? I'm pretty much Clark. Gotta eliminate them all. $214, $182, a doe for you. Where's the rest of these? Did we get 4 right here? Well, there's definitely 1 right here. You like my... You like yours still mooing? Well then. Yeah, Johnny. You just joined the mountain lions for their meals. Why do some people choose the Hyperion over the Argus? Because it's easier to get follow-up shots. It's not quite as sensitive and it's not zoomed in as much, so it's really easy to make follow-up shots. Like, for example, if I want to shoot 4 deer out of a zone, with the Argus it's kind of difficult because it's so zoomed in, but with the Hyperion I can easily figure out which target I'm going to go to next and typically get 3, maybe 4 targets out of 1 herd. So that would be one of the main reasons. It's just a lot easier to locate follow-up shot targets. Nice, Hampton. That's awesome, dude. Hopefully your great one will come quickly. Hopefully it won't be too long of a grind for you. Where's the rest of these deer? I know we downed a couple more. Time to send the dog out. 'Cause I have no idea where these others went. Oh, well. Literally right there. No, Mateo. They come back as does. Alright, later, Colson. Thanks for dropping in. Are we rhyming now? Apparently. You see? Ooh, unfortunate, Austin. I mean, on the bright side, you'll make extra money. So I guess that's the one positive to being called in. My mate just got an albino gold scoring lion. Jeez. I wouldn't say they're nearly as rare as a great one. It only seems that way because there's less lions on the map. But they're about the same rarity as any other of the rare albinos like the Rocky Elk. I'd say they're probably same rarity as an albino Rocky Elk, actually. I mean, that's totally a personal preference type thing, Carno Toast. If you find it useful, then use it. If you don't, then don't. I use it just because it makes things easier. I don't have to think quite as much about what the perfect amount of compensation would be. Where's all the deer? I'm guessing they're all on this side. Yeah, they gotta be. That's crazy, Johnny. That's a lot. Favorite animal in Call of the Wild? Definitely the red deer. Red deer are just so stunning. Wow, there's nothing running out. This is actually kind of surprising. Where's all of our deer? Our zones are still here, but there's nothing. There they are. They're all just tucked away in there, huh? Interesting. Well, let's loop around a little. Thank you, Laser. Hopefully we do. Oh, easily, Owen. It's definitely the best grinding map for Whitetail. The other maps, sadly, just don't compare. Not bad. A couple of those shots were not great, but they should go down. Oh, I will eventually, John, but it's more of like finding the time and the money to do it. Right now, obviously with Aaliyah being less than a year old, it's kind of hard to find extra time. Most of my time is spent doing YouTube stuff and helping take care of her. So I don't really have much time to do hunting stuff at the moment. Forgot, where do you cross? Is it right here? Okay, it is right here. Here's our crossing spot. I have done a little bit of whitetail hunting on Mississippi since the update, but I didn't actually like record any of it. It's definitely a little better, but it's still not great like you were saying. It's still not Rancho levels, but it's not as bad. I think it's ahead of Layton at least. Although that's not too hard to do. Layton's pretty bad for whitetail. Do you know not delete your zones when you need to, or do you just do it? Well, with the way I grind, zones aren't really that important. I delete the entire herd to get a full new herd to spawn, because I tend to get better spawns from that. So with the way I grind, I delete every single zone that I have. Because with Rancho, they always come back to the same lake. If I delete all the zones at this lake, they'll all come back to the same lake. They might just move to like the other side. Same with like all the other lakes I hunt. So for my grinding style, it's not really an issue. Hey Flinter the Goat, how's it going, dude? Nothing over there yet. There we go. So we got 2 does there. How many diamonds on this grind so far? On this one in particular, to be honest, I have not kept track. I really kept keeping track of like diamonds per grind, and I'm kind of just keeping track of how many I get in total. So overall we've got, I think, what is it, 59 diamonds over 11,000 kills. But that's really the only count that I've been keeping, is my total ones across all grinds. No clue, Owen. I actually have not hunted them since the update. So I'm not entirely sure what the best is. That's a decent 2 right there. Come here. Come back here, dude. No, we hit the tree. How did that happen? How did we hit the tree there? And we missed the brain shot. Nice, Slack Rocket. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations on that diamond. Awesome to hear that it worked out for you. Diamond bush again, I know, right? Oh, definitely, Logan. The more max weights you have, like... Well, obviously, the more max weights you take down, better chances of a big deer spawning, because deer tend to... Well, actually, all animals in the game tend to try and respawn roughly around the same as the ones that you shot. So if you're shooting lots of max weights, there is a decent chance one of them might come back as a diamond. But obviously, end of the day, it's random. But the bigger deer do give you a little more chance of getting a diamond respawn. Oh, definitely, Adam. It would be pretty good. But honestly, I think Rancho would be better for mule deer. Rancho has always been my favorite mule deer map ever since it released. It's a little bit different after the changes they made with this last update, but it's still really solid. No, Revive. I don't really plan on doing any guides anytime soon. Guides just aren't super interesting to make for me right now. I kind of just make them whenever I feel like I could make it, I guess, better than what other people could. Because they do take a lot of time to make. So if I'm going to invest the time into making it, I want it to be a guide where I know for a fact it's going to be the best guide on that species. And right now it's kind of just like, there's not really anything that I can really see that I'd be better at making than anyone else when it comes to guides. Like, there's some people that prefer to make guides and others that make other types of content. Hey, Crystal Gamer, how's it going? What Great One rack do I want? Either the drop time one or the typical looking one. Both would be pretty sweet. I thought tree stands were a myth. They are. They are a myth. Well, it's not really a matter of it being different from console, Adam. It's more of like everybody's map is different. So, a PC and console have the same amount of animals across the board. They have the same zones. Like, every animal will be able to drink, feed, rest at the same zones that they will on PC. However, with console, a lot of times what happens, it's not necessarily the fact that it's console, it's just the fact that everybody's map is a little bit different. So like, let's say there's 100 different... Let's say there's 100 different zones that a Whitetail could use. Or that Whitetail can use. The game will choose like 50 of those to actually have zones on your map. So that leaves like 50 others where there's going to be nothing. And that's where you kind of see some differences. It's not the fact that PC and console are different, it's more the fact that everybody's map is different from each other. Whether it be just a little bit different or a lot different, things can vary quite a bit. Oh, 100% Owen, and we are getting it eventually. At some point during this year, we are supposed to get a waterfowl rework. What time do Whitetail drink on Mississippi? Same time as Rancho, 8:30 to 11:30. What gun am I using? This is the 308. 308 AR from the most recent weapon pack. Oh, it happens, Carter. Just keep on grinding, man. It's one of those things where since everybody's gonna get their great one, you know, at different kill counts. It's completely random. It's all a matter of just luck. You'll get it eventually if you keep grinding. Biggest thing is to just not burn yourself out. Like, if you're feeling burnt out, then hunt something else for a little while, and then come back to it once you're feeling like grinding them again. You definitely don't want to just grind them so much that you start to despise them. You know, take breaks whenever you need to. Well, that missed, but she should still die. Yeah, no problem, Carter. Anytime, man. Ooh, that's rough, Oscar. That actually should be a command, Scared Cow. I should make that a command, actually. Because we do get the question a lot in here of like, oh my gosh, is that the same Kyla that's in Flinter's chat? So maybe we do need a command for that. And the command will just be like, yes. And that's it. It'll just say yes. I am so sorry, sir. But you were just looking so smokable. We need those Great One respawns anyway, so sorry, you're going down. Nice, Ronaldo guy, that's awesome, dude. Hey, Blake, how's it going? Well, I mean, my advice for when you delete zones probably isn't the best advice, David, because I delete zones constantly with my grinding method. So I'm probably not the best person to ask about deleting zones, but whenever you delete a zone, it usually just moves to a different part of the map, somewhere close to where you deleted it. Oh yeah, I've seen that, Morris. It's on PC as well. Crystal Gamer, I already responded to your message. Go back a bit in the stream and you'll hear it. Swear, nobody listens when I reply to their messages. Same goes for you, Reed. I already saw that message. You don't need to repeat. Been grinding for the great one or a diamond. And also, you're the best. Thank you, dude. Hopefully you can get your great one or a diamond soon. Hopefully you can manage to bag a nice one. Pretty much, Kyla. Pretty much. It's been happening more and more recently as well. It's like, I swear, I reply to so many messages and then half the people don't even hear that I replied to them. What's the best weapon pack? Definitely the newest one. The modern rifle pack is absolutely amazing. Definitely the best one. Where are the Whitetail? Like, it says we still have a zone, but I can't see them. Oh. Hey there. Fancy meeting you guys here. I think that was it. Maybe. Hopefully. I think you can, Elijah. I could be wrong, but I think it's a possibility. It depends, Charlie. If you're talking about piebald, then yes, there is more piebald ducks than there is for other species. However, melanistic and leucistic ducks are still just as rare as other rares in the game, but because you see so many ducks on, like, every server, there's always so many of them out on the water, it makes it so you do see them more often, even though they are just as rare as any other melanistic or leucistic. It's kind of a strange thing. Hey, Harms, how's it going, dude? My favorite sport? I don't really watch sports anymore, but the one that I used to enjoy was football. However, I stopped watching football in 2014, so it's been a long time since I've watched it. I'm not really sure, Owen. I don't hunt the ducks that often. I know Runaki Lake and Layton is pretty good for them. Unfortunate, TWF, but I mean, part of the fun of fishing is just getting out and being there, so at least you got that going for you. I wish I could be out fishing, but unfortunately, I've got other things that I have to do over fishing, so haven't been able to fish for a while. That's a deer. That looks like a decent male as well. Where were you guys hiding, huh? It moved! Oh gosh, we messed that one up too! Apparently I can't hit neck shots anymore, although we already knew that from today's video. No, Avery, they definitely didn't mean to. How do you get the great one? Just shooting whitetail bucks and hoping that you get lucky. That's pretty much how it goes. What's my biggest fish? My biggest fish is a 42-pound Chinook salmon. Yeah, doves would be cool. I would like to see those as well. When's the next classic stream? No clue. I kind of just do classic whenever I feel like doing classic. So it's honestly hard to say. I honestly don't even know myself when the next one will be. Oh, and also, while I'm thinking about it, guys, if you're not following my TikTok, I would recommend doing that. I've been posting on there. And recently I had a very large, or a decently large increase in followers on there. So if you guys aren't following the TikTok, I'm going to start posting on there more. It'll be a lot of, like, flashbacks to older videos on the channel that you guys may have never seen, because there's a lot of videos on the channel that have less than 1,000 views that have some really amazing trophies. So I'll be posting like flashback clips. I'll post like funny moments probably, maybe some crazy shots, stuff like that. Maybe sneak peeks to new videos. Highly recommend following the TikTok if you haven't, since I'm going to be posting on there quite a bit in the future. Now that TikTok has finally decided to give my content on there a little bit of traction. I'm gonna try and stay consistent posting there. It's right there in the chat. Late Clops? I'm assuming that's it. I'm assuming that's your name. But it's in the chat. If you scroll up a little bit, there's a link. And right there again, Kyla just posted it for a second time, so it's in the chat a couple times for those of you that were wanting to go over there and give it a follow. Ooh, there's some nice whitetail over there. Got a nice little herd respawned. And as you guys can see, this is kind of why we do the shooting everything. We've got more back here than we did previously because we deleted all the herds, and now we got a new herd on this side. Now, this really only works on Layton, though. Other maps, they kind of just go wherever. But on Rancho, you can... Did I say Layton? I meant Rancho. The only place this works is Rancho because they always come back to the same lake. If you were to try and do this method on other maps, it probably would not end well, but at least here it works out really good. Didn't quite get the brain shot. I did say Layton. Ah, man. I can't believe I just accidentally gave Layton props as a good map for Whitetail. Yeah, Texas map would be great. I'd love to see it. Kind of an interesting question, Justin. In my red tier, I've got 5 mythicals, so like in like 90 kills. Is that good? Yeah, it's decent, Remington. How many diamonds have I killed? Just over 670. Because Griffin, a lot of times I like to delete the herd and delete the zone that way instead of using hunting pressure to delete it. Because the main reason is when there's hunting pressure, the deer will not come back to that spot until the pressure's gone. So if I delete them from the tripods and it doesn't actually use hunting pressure to delete the zone and it instead deletes it via just all the deer being gone from that herd, then it tends to make it so they come back quicker. They're not gonna stray away from that zone from hunting pressure. Which is why I lean towards using tripods and deleting the full herd instead of using hunting pressure to delete the zone. Definitely kind of, I guess, a more advanced tactic to use, but I find that it works pretty well. Yeah, I don't see anything back here. And I think we claimed as many of them as we could, so let's go... Actually, is there one more down here that we missed? There might be. Sadly no, Cole. I'd love to get one, though. I've got an albino, but no melanistic. Blue names mean moderator. I mean, everybody's numbers are going to be different, Nicole. There is no such thing as, like... I guess, doing good when it comes to diamonds or rares that you've got in a certain amount of kills, because at the end of the day, it's all random, like I mentioned. Everybody's experience is going to be a little bit different, but if we're wanting to talk averages, the average is probably like one good thing every 100 kills, but that doesn't mean you're going to get something good every 100 kills. You might get nothing for 500 kills and then get like 10 diamonds in 500 kills after that, so... don't expect it to be like one every 100 kills, you know? Sometimes they can spread out and have dry spells and then get a bunch of good stuff after that. It definitely is different from person to person. Everybody's experience will be slightly different. Didn't get vitals on him because he moved last second, so that's unfortunate. He'll go down eventually. He'll go down one of these days. You don't need Consec. Consec hasn't been a thing in Call of the Wild for a long time. All you need to do is make sure you hit the vitals with the proper caliber. And only shoot it once or twice. Never more than twice. What kind of music do I listen to? Primarily underground and mainstream rap. That's really all I listen to. I don't know, I've tried listening to other types of music, but most of them end up just seeming boring to me. Ooh, there we go. Got 4 deer here this time, instead of just 2. How to get more diamonds? I mean, there's not really, I guess, something that will instantly get you more diamonds, but there's definitely some things you can do to maybe improve your chances at diamonds. I actually posted a couple weeks ago a video talking about a pretty cool way that you can get diamonds. So if you are interested in that, it'll be in the guides playlist that Kyla just posted in the chat. If you want to see any of my guides, they'll be in that playlist. Should be plenty of guides in there that'll be helpful to finding diamonds. Opinions on a Tennessee map stocked with Whitetail? I don't know if they would ever do something like that. I just don't know, like, what the map could bring that would be new. Because I feel like there wouldn't be a lot of new species. Oh, are you talking about one of the, some of the species that got their drink zones removed? Milan, I'm assuming you're talking about those. It's, some interesting changes, but I think it's just to make the game more difficult, because everybody relies so heavily on drink zones. So I kind of get it. I can see why they would do it. Personally, I just think there should be no such thing as need zones, and instead they will just randomly go to water to drink or randomly go rest, instead of it being like they're always here at this time of day. I think that would be a better route to go, similar to Classic, where they kind of just roam around, and then occasionally they'll stop to feed or stop to rest or go to the water. I think it would be a better approach and would definitely reward people for exploring more. But I doubt they'll ever do that, so I guess this is kind of their compromise, just make it so some of them are a little bit more difficult. And somebody was actually telling me that it's actually kind of realistic for Springbok. I'll have to actually do some research myself, but I heard that it was actually kind of realistic for Springbok to not have a drink zone. I guess that has something to do with them not really needing much water or something like that. I honestly don't even know. I'd have to go look it up again, but I just remember somebody saying that. Yeah, I don't understand it with the lynx at all, but I could totally see the chamois. Because chamois were very highly concentrated in some areas. There was always so many chamois in such small areas when they were drinking. I mean, probably sometimes, Reed. I mean, if somebody's breaking the rules constantly, then I probably have, but at that point they deserve it. But anybody that's, you know, just interacting like normal and not breaking rules or anything, I'm perfectly fine with. I enjoy chatting with you guys and having some fun moments and sharing each other's experiences in the game. What's my favorite map? My favorite map is Silver Ridge Peaks. And number 2 is probably Virhonga Savannah. And then number 3 would be Tiawaroa, with the number 4 being Rancho del Arroyo. That's my top 4 favorite maps. What do I think about a Canadian map? I think it would be pretty cool. It could be an opportunity for them to do black-tailed deer again, which I think would be amazing. Blacktail badly need a second map. It's kind of rough only having them on Layton. If you didn't know this, Colin, Kyla is Flinter's girlfriend, so she can make fun of him. My guess, Kyla, is it's probably gonna be down the line a little bit. I would imagine Tiawaroa gets a change soon. I'd say it'll probably be one of the next maps to have changes because, yeah, it does have some issues. Especially, as much as I hate to say this because I don't want them to change red deer on Tiawaroa, but red deer are so much better on that map compared to Quattro and Parquet and Hirschfelden. I can literally kill twice as many on Tiawaroa in the same amount of time as I can on Quattro or Parquet. It's kind of insane just how much better it is for red deer. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense with it being New Zealand, but it does make it so I don't want to grind other maps because Tiawaroa is just faster. So I could kind of see them doing a change with that. But it's interesting. Yeah, it seems like that, Kylie. It definitely seems like that. From the little time I spent hunting them on Quattro after the changes, they were moving around so much, I had to constantly, like, move my setup. Somehow got a Parquet Great One. I mean, that's pretty lucky, man. That's pretty lucky. Parquet, I have not seen a lot of people get Great Ones off of. It's been Quattro and Tiawaroa. I rarely see them taken anywhere else. Oh, definitely, Toddy Boy. I love the 308 AR. I always wanted a 308, and I always wanted an AR, and so the fact that we have a 308 AR was just a dream come true for me. I think I haven't put this thing down at all ever since it released. Besides for challenge videos, of course. Hey, Alicia, my day's been going good. A true gallery, but if you get used to the nighttime, it really doesn't stop you too much. It's just a matter, I guess, of... In order to grind Tiawaroa, you do have to have the night vision DLC, so... I guess that is a drawback to it. But if you have the night vision DLC, then Tiawaroa is super OP for red deer. So, like, as much as I would not want to see them change it, because I love grinding the map, and I wouldn't want to grind anywhere else for red deer, I got a feeling that they will make changes to them. Because of how good it is. Because usually whenever something is that much better than other maps, they tend to make changes. So I would not be surprised if we get changes to Tiawaroa eventually. Hey Nate, how's it going, dude? Where do you hit the gators? You want to shoot them in the neck bone. Neck bone will ensure that you get a nice, quick, clean kill on a gator. Otherwise, there's a good chance they'll get away. Oh wow, I've never seen them drink right here. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that they're clear over here. That's not typically where they drink in this zone. Oh, that was a terrible misjudgment of where she was going. And she turned a little. That ended that little sliver of hope that we might get a shot into her. What did I just watch? That was interesting. She died right after I took the shot, and it didn't connect because of that. What do you mean, Milan? I'm a little confused what you mean by run for updates. But it is nice to see them fixing a lot of things after a while. Because we had a pretty rough period for Call of the Wild. About a year where the game was really buggy and rough. It's nice to see that the last 3 updates have been getting progressively better. And this is the first update where I've barely ran into any issues in about a year, like I was saying. I know a few people have ran into some issues, but I personally have been very lucky and not ran into hardly any bugs, which is nice. Later, Ryan. Thanks for dropping in, man. Mississippi, I don't know. That map was fun at first, but I don't know. It started out really fun, and then some of the changes they made to stuff like the raccoons and the populations and where things are, it made me enjoy the map less, and it kind of dropped down in my ranking quite a bit. Mississippi was one of those maps where it was really fun the first few weeks, and then it kind of just faded away for me. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Mug. What maps do you play primarily, and are you playing single or multiplayer? Because I do know that that type of stuff influences issues as well. Because certain maps seem to have more issues than others. Multiplayer always seems to be more buggy than single player, but unfortunately I think that's an unfixable issue. I mean, it's really up to you, Morris. I would wait till you find all your zones first, and then decide which ones you actually want to hunt. And then start shooting them after you've decided which zones you're gonna hunt. Why does multiplayer crash so much? It depends on if you're talking like full game crashes where it kicks you to the home screen of your console or kicks you to the desktop of your PC. Or are you talking about like disconnecting from the server? Disconnecting happens a lot of times just because of poor connection to the server, and it decides that your connection isn't strong enough to be in there anymore. If it's crashing to desktop, then I don't know. It seems to be different for everybody. I haven't had as many crashes since the update, but I do still get a few in multiplayer. Yeah, multiplayer is definitely way more crash heavy than single player. And I think a lot of it has to do with like synchronization with the host, and then sometimes the game is like, oh gosh, I don't know what's going on, and it just gives up. There have been a couple that were actually pretty hilarious, Average Joe. I don't know if you remember the flying mouflon, but that was the most hilarious bug ever. If you have not seen it, I definitely recommend searching on YouTube. Just type Scarecrow Beta Mouflon, and it'll bring up the most hilarious bug that Call of the Wild has ever had. Like, that bug, I swear, it made me laugh harder than anything else. It was just hilarious to watch. You'd be, like, claiming some red deer, and then a Mouflon would zoom by and go, Mrah. It was hilarious. How many diamonds have I messed up? Probably at least 20 or 30. Which, definitely a decent bit. But with, I think I've got just over 670 diamonds in total, so only having like 30 messed up, you know, I'll take it. Luckily, I've messed up a pretty low percentage of the ones that I've found. And honestly, it might even be less than 30. It might be more like 15 or 20. Most of the time, I'm very careful with diamonds. Unless it's for a species that I've already got a bunch of diamonds of, like Whitetail. With, like, small rack Whitetail, I kind of just take whatever shot I have. So I have messed up a few of those that probably could have been avoided by just taking my time. I play on PC, Cole. Do you have a one that got away? What do you mean? Like, just, like some trophies that got away from me? Yeah, I've got a few. I think the most notable one was I found a melanistic roe deer in multiplayer once. And I got the tracking bug that used to be in the game. It's not a thing anymore, but there used to be a tracking bug where tracks would just disappear completely for an animal. But what happened was the tracks disappeared, and because it was in multiplayer, I couldn't just restart to find its zone. And I reset the time to try and figure out if it would go back to the zone I had found it in. And it didn't, so... Oh, no, get back here. It didn't, so we tried to search for it for like 2 hours. and just couldn't find it. That's like the most notable one that got away from me. Is it possible to get the great one on Layton? Yes, it is possible to get it on Layton. It's just a little bit harder because Layton's kind of unpredictable with the whitetail. They tend to have very inconsistent spawns on Layton. Rip to that roe deer. I know, it was very unfortunate. I remember I had like 3 different people from the stream trying to help me find it, and we unfortunately just could not find it. Very sad moment. That was the only melanistic roe deer I ever saw. And I've never seen one since. This was around the release of European rabbits. I know, the beta mouflon was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Hey Mason, how's it going, dude? You did not miss anything. What's my favorite gun? The 308 AR is my favorite. The 6.5 is my second favorite. And third favorite would be the 303. Let's attempt to make this. This is a decent buck, probably like high 230s. Oh wow, these didn't spook. Okay, that's actually really good. No! I can't let it get away! No! How did I mess that? How did I mess that up? Reload again. Where did it go? Let's just shoot her. Sorry, collateral damage. We're after the buck, but you were kind of just there. I don't see it. Well, unfortunate. Hopefully it'll die. Although I think we missed every shot, so probably won't die. How many species of great ones are there? Currently just red deer and whitetail. Oh yeah, I definitely would, Griffin. I got a problem of just like shooting everything that runs by me, so I definitely would shoot a whitetail if it runs by. That's a big deer. 231.60. It looks different than most of the 230s racks, though. This might be the 224 to 227 rack that typically scores around there, but it might just be a wider version. I think that's what this is. It just scores a little bit higher than normal. How many deer have I killed in Layton? I think it was roughly 4,500. Actually, no, let me think. It took us 500 on Rancho to get our great one. And I think we were at a total like 4,750 or something like that. So I think it was like 4,250 kills on Layton. And then we switched over to Rancho and the rest have been on Rancho. Yeah, I don't use any backpacks. Backpacks spook too much stuff. It adds like 20 meters to your spook range. So I don't use any backpacks. I do use the Pack Mule perk though, which is very, very helpful. Most likely they're respawning King Dre, but they're probably respawning at different places than where you were shooting them. A lot of times what happens with whitetail is they'll form brand new herds in different areas of the map that you don't visit normally. That has happened to me quite a few times, especially when I was grinding Layton. I was constantly having to find new herds because they were forming new ones. Nothing there. Interesting. You know, it's been a while since we've checked up here. Let's see if we got any whitetail back. I haven't seen a whitetail here in a long time, but maybe we'll get lucky. Really, Johnny? That's crazy. Nice, KG. Hey, Demir, you didn't miss much. Nice, South Georgia. That's awesome to hear, dude. Congratulations. Glad that it helped you out. Moment of truth. Do we have Whitetail back here? Yes, Cole, I do have one melanistic gator. Hey, Yoshi, how's it going, dude? 26 days is quite the streak. We do have Whitetail back here. Yes! I am so happy to see them back at this spot. For a little while, they stopped spawning here, but it looks like we have them again. This is huge. This is amazing. I mean, none of these are big, but this is so amazing. I'm really happy to see that we got some here again. Best place for turkey hunt on Mississippi? I'm actually not sure, because they made changes in the last update, and I've been having trouble finding them since then. So I really don't have a good answer for that one. Alright, that's gonna do it for those. Nice, Demir. That's awesome, dude. Best of luck to you guys. What collar is that? That's the Snort Wheeze collar. I'm not familiar with that one, Kyle. I don't know what to tell you there. I don't think I've ever seen that type of bug. This is the Snort Wheeze collar, guys, for those that were asking. I believe it comes with Virhonga Savannah. It works for a lot of the species on Virhonga, but it also works for the Whitetail. Which is very odd, I know, but it's a pretty cool collar. It's got a higher attraction rating than the regular Grunt does, which is why I use it. I tend to get more deer attracted to this one than I do the Grunt collar, so I always use the Snort Wheeze. I think it has like 50 meters less of a range, but honestly, that's not too big of a deal. Yes, I am using double 308 to kind of save some time when I'm trying to take out large amounts of deer. Because I've found that it's typically quicker to just immediately switch to the other rifle than it is to reload. Grinding the same lakes that I always have, Tommy. I have not changed up my grind at all. We're still using these 3 lakes and then occasionally this little one and this little one down here. That is all we're doing. It's not a bug, Demir. You need to change the settings. Turn on POI icons in your settings, and it'll bring it up. Yet only one call works for mule deer? Yeah, I don't understand it either. I also don't understand why only the antler rattler works for fallow deer. And I don't understand why the antler rattler doesn't work for whitetail, blacktail, mule deer, elk, like all those. It really should work for more than just fallow and reindeer and caribou. Always found that a little bit weird. Most likely, Vol, he does have respawns, but it's probably at different parts of the map. You always get respawns back, and if they're not showing up where you shot them, then they've made new zones. Why is it fleeing? Is there a bobcat? I think there might be a bobcat near, because that's the second time that it's done that. Well, that's it for them. I know, right, Christine? I don't understand why they haven't made the antler rattler a usable collar on more species. It's so strange. So weird. Why do they not add a goat collar? I don't know if those are even a thing in real life. Are they a thing in real life? Because if they're not, then that's probably why we don't have one in game. A lot of times if something doesn't have a collar, it's because they don't have one in real life. But if there is one in real life and they don't have it in game, it's definitely something that you should let them know, because they've said before, like, if there's something that they've overlooked a collar for, leave feedback in their Discord about it. Because they're always interested in adding new stuff like that if there's enough people that want it. One thing you guys gotta remember is, like, the only way we make things happen in the game is by voicing our opinions on what we think should be added. So if there's anything that you guys think should be added that you know is something that's a thing in real life, be sure to say it in their Discord, because they go through the feedback channel quite a bit and take suggestions from there. Like, I remember somebody saying that pronghorns actually do have lures in real life. I am not 100% sure if that's true. I haven't looked at it myself, but I remember seeing a couple people say that. And I know there's like a pronghorn decoys that you get behind and kind of like walk up towards the pronghorn with. I've seen that at least. Zone disappears after killing the animal. Well, was it a single animal zone? If it was a single animal zone or you killed everything in the zone, basically if you kill everything in a zone, the zone will disappear. But it's not completely gone. It's going to move to a different part of your map. So that's probably what's happening. They aren't disappearing, they're just moving. Oh, I would love trail cameras. I think they'd be an amazing addition. Especially for stuff like Great One grinding. I can just imagine setting up a camera at all the zones that I don't use, just so I can make sure nothing, like, accidentally spawns there. Okay, thank you, Dustin. That's a good info to know. I think it would be cool if they'd add some type of lure for pronghorn then. If there's, like, different things that they use in real life to actually lure them in, then I think it would be cool to see. I mean, we've got a flag lure for geese in the Hunter Classic, so I would not really put it too far out of reach as something they might actually do. If enough people talk about it, then I'm sure we could get like a pronghorn flag lure or like a pronghorn like cardboard decoy that you can put in front of you. Would not be surprised if we could get something like that in the future. Yeah, that would be really cool, Justin. I think that would honestly be the way they would do it. It would give more use out of the phone as well, because right now it's really kind of useless. Besides just looking at, I guess, tracking cones. That's about the only use it has, is looking at the tracks. What map do I get the most diamonds or rares? Oh, definitely Silverage Peaks. Silverage Peaks and Verhonga are the maps I get the most rares off of. And diamonds as well. Diamonds and rares are very plentiful on those maps. Ooh. That's a solid whitetail. Where were you hiding, sir? And why are you running away? Why are you running? Not running anymore. Traffic cones? No, I said tracking cones. The tracking cones. I would love for them to do that, Cole, but I think it's a matter of licensing. They can't just do it, they'd have to pay the companies to be able to do it. So, unfortunately, I doubt we'll ever get actual licensed items. Because a lot of times, games that do that have to spend a lot of money to get the licensing rights to be able to do that. Which is the big reason why they don't. Yeah, that'd be awesome, EJ. I would love for them to do that. It'd be cool. That could be cool too, Milan. It could maybe even be used as like a way to send like private messages to people that are in your session. That could be cool as well. Like you could you could send text messages to other people that are in the server. That way you don't have to talk in the global chat in order for people to see your message. You're giving me some ideas. I think that would be cool. My favorite map, definitely SRP. I don't know, Yoshi, but it's hard for you to trick me because I've already heard that one. Can't get me that easy. I've heard them all. Yeah, 100 diamonds in a year is pretty good. Definitely solid. Wow, we got full score on that as well. We got neck shot instead of a headshot. Nice. Hey, Micah, how's it going, man? I don't think so, Nicole. I've never seen a level 4 diamond fallow, at least. I've only seen level 5s. Me too, Kyla. I wish it had much more use than it does. Right now, it's just kind of like, why do we have this? It doesn't really do anything. Hey, Fred, how's it going? Nothing cool yet. Unfortunately, we have yet to find anything like a rare or a diamond. Little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We've still been having fun. Still been smoking lots of deer. Yeah, if you haven't got one, Kylo, then they probably don't exist. Or are near impossible to find. Because I suppose everything's possible. But it's probably very unlikely for it to happen. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's probably very unlikely that it will ever happen. True, Kyla, true. So you could have probably shot one and not even realized it because you were just blasting through all of them with a 300 and just spam claiming. Is it possible for an Australia map? I'm sure it's possible. I don't think that'll be the next map, but you never know what might be a thing in the future. Yeah, they were a thing on the old scoring system, that is true. I'm pretty sure I got a diamond level 4 fallow when Truax was first released to them. Or for them. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah, we definitely do need an Africa 2. Would definitely be one of the most hyped up maps ever. Diamond Coyotes would be level 9. Ah, it stopped. No. I hate it when they do that. Like, just keep walking the same speed so I can get another shot into you. Jeez. Is it that hard to just keep walking? Probably Rancho, Ryan. You probably don't have the recoil perks, Dave. I've got level 3 recoil control in the shotgun perks, and it applies to all your weapons, not just shotguns. I would recommend getting that because it definitely tampers down the recoil quite a bit. Or not tampers down, dampens the recoil a lot. I guess that's a better word. It reduces it, there we go. It will reduce your recoil by a mile. It is so good to have those perks. Aha! Smoked her. Not really, Cole. I like the new scoring system better. However, I'd honestly just love for them to ditch both the systems and go to a Boone and Crockett style system like Classic. It'd be more realistic scoring that way. What's my most rare animal? Probably either my albino Rocky elk male or melanistic pheasant. Those are probably some of my most rare trophies. And albino lion is pretty rare as well. It's kind of hard to gauge what is, I guess, the most rare thing I have. Because there's a lot of things that, you know, may be more common to some people than they are for others. I know, right, Johnny? It's great. Uh-oh, Kylie got the knife run. Haven't seen that thing in a while. You know something is going on if Kyla brings the knife out. I haven't seen that knife emoji in months. Yeah, when I get the great one, it's a little bit different to average Joe. That's the one time that I allow it, is when I get the great one. That's about the only time. Whenever something crazy happens, like the great one, or like, I guess like somebody comes through with like a giant donation or something like that, those types of moments I'm okay with it, but during normal times, it's a no. I think the mule deer are pretty good the way they are, Jacob. They used to be way smaller. I don't know if you remember that, but they used to be half the size they are now. So I'd say, considering that, they're at a pretty good place. Couldn't really see them doing much else to them. Yeah, Knifebot. Knifebot? What am I saying? Knifebot beat you that time. Gosh, Knifebot. Oh, man. Got an albino turkey? Nice, Don. Nothing over there. Yeah, Knifebot, I know, right? I can't speak. I have a 270 scoring albino Rocky. Didn't know they were that rare. Oh yes, they're super rare to find. Very rare trophies to come across. Took me 2 years to find mine. And I hunt Silver Ridge Peaks all the time, so that tells you quite a lot right there. Silver Ridge Peaks is the map I've hunted the most, and it took me like 2 years to find mine. Or close to 2 years. When was Silver Ridge Peaks even released? I don't think it's been 2 years yet, has it? No, it hasn't. It's been like a year and 2/3 or a year and 3/4 roughly. Could you do a collab with DD? Maybe eventually we'll do another one. DD mainly does solo stuff, so I don't know when we would be able to work something out like that. I mean, kind of Atlas, but I wouldn't recommend it because you lose out on a lot of money if you don't claim them. Ooh, unfortunate, Jed. It happens though, dude. Don't get too discouraged. You'll find another one eventually. Just keep on looking. Nice, Carolyn. That's awesome. Yeah, pretty much, Shani. Most content creators for Call of the Wild play solo mainly. There's some that do a lot of multiplayer with other creators, but most go solo. Ooh. Hello there, sir. That's a big male. That's a decent buck as well. That's a beautiful deer, though. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful whitetail. About time we got a level 3 today. That thing's huge. That thing has such insane mass. This is like the high 250s, low 260s rack, I think. I don't know how we'll make this shot, but we might have to try it from this angle. I was really hoping we'd find a great one here, but, you know, I'll take a diamond as well. When I first spotted the herd, I thought there might have been a great one in there, but just a level 3. Although, level 3 is still pretty nice. Let's check the range. 276. I think it should have enough penetration to make it into the lung here. If not, then my mistake, but we're gonna try it. Oh gosh, he's dead. Yeah, he's gone. Knocked him out, right? What? That. English. Can't speak. That shot was so crazy, it completely killed off my English speaking ability. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was probably lung. Vertebrae wouldn't have killed it that quickly, so if anything, it was maybe vertebrae and lung. Or double lung. Might have been spine. I don't think it was spine. I mean, it might have clipped the spine and the lung, but I don't think it would have dropped that quick if it was just vertebrae. Not from 300 meters, at least. Yeah, there's vital blood. We're good. Let's take a look at this giant up close. Oh my gosh, look how tight the rack is. This actually might troll. I've had something similar to this in the past, and wow, this is... Okay, so this is actually one of the high 260s, low 270s scoring racks, but it's got really close tip-to-tip spread. This could troll because of that. I don't think it will. I think it's gonna be still a diamond, but that tip-to-tip spread is so bad. This might troll. It might troll. Try actually watching in a good quality setting, Jesse. That might help. Because you're the only one with that issue. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Is this a diamond, or are we gonna get screwed over by this terrible tip-to-tip spread? It's still a diamond, 257. 97 kgs, almost 98 kgs. So this is actually, I think, the same rack that we got yesterday, the one that scored 270. But as you can see, that tip-to-tip spread really cranks the score down. I mean, look at that, 10 on the tip-to-tip spread. That's crazy. Wait. You guys are saying that I picked up an albino bighorn track? When did that happen? I'm seeing a couple of you saying that in chat, so I must have picked it up. Well, I guess we gotta go find that now. We just got ourselves a really nice diamond. And now we're gonna go chase down an albino bighorn, apparently. That's unexpected. That's really unexpected. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, let's claim that. You said, look... Oh my gosh, you're right. You guys were right. Oh my gosh. Where was that track? It would have had to been over here, right? Or was it over here? Where did I pick that up? Where did I pick that track up, guys? I'm curious now. Ah! Hi! Hello? We got him. Oh my gosh. Other end of the lake? Okay. So over here then? Alright, well we're gonna change it to their drink time then. That's crazy. I can't believe that. Cole, thank you for the super sticker, dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. Hopefully you've been enjoying the stream. Well, guys, it's time to go chase down an albino bighorn, because apparently we picked up a track of one and I didn't realize. What are you? Oh gosh, that whitetail looks disgusting. Spot I fast traveled at from to get the diamond? Okay. So right there then. Cole, thank you again for another super chat. Really appreciate that, dude. Super generous of you. I know, right, Mason? It was such a slow stream until now. We got a nice level 3 respawn buck that made diamond by a couple points, and now we picked up a track from an albino bighorn, which is crazy. Let's change the time. What even is their time? 4 to 7. Okay, so we'll go to like 5. Nice, Nikki. That's awesome. That's a pretty nice springbok. Let's get this thing down. Yeah, David, we just got a diamond whitetail, and now we're about to go take down a albino bighorn that we just picked up the track from. Didn't even realize it was here, but we just picked up a track from it, so let's see. Yes, this game is on PS4 as well. It's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. I'm not entirely sure how long it'll take for them to show up. I have not hunted the bighorn in a long time, so I don't know how quickly they make it to their zones normally. Hopefully it's a good looking one. I know, right? It's not max weight, so I don't know. Yeah, it is a low weight. Hopefully we'll get lucky and it's a big level 3. Because that actually wouldn't be too bad. I think a big level 3 would actually look pretty good. Last I checked, the game's about 20 bucks, but it regularly goes on sale for much, much less, so depending on what you want to do, you could probably even wait for it to go on sale. Yeah, there is no melanistic for the bighorn. They only have albino as a rare. That's a mule deer. Between the time of seeing the diamond and fast traveling there. Okay, so it was over here then. Oh, hey. There they are. Where's the albino? This is the right herd, so where's the albino? Where are you at, though? Definitely not with them. He must be on the other side. They are alerted, so that's not good. Don't see him here. Calm down, Carter. Go back to TSG. Yeah, I don't see our albino at all. It's probably on the other side. Oh, I missed a dono? Did I? Let's see. Cole, thank you for another super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my dude. Really like your streams and vids. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Glad that you enjoy. It's gotta be on the other side. Because I don't see it there. I'm not sure, Owen. I haven't really paid attention to how quickly they do for bighorn. Where could he be? He might be behind the bush. He might actually be behind that bush. Because this is definitely his herd. He's got to be hiding somewhere here. He's either on the other side of the hill or in this bush. But our albino's got to be here. Unless... Are you guys 100% sure that this is the zone that we picked it up from? Because obviously I can't go back and look right now, so I'm relying on you guys for the information as to exactly when we picked it up. To the left? So are you saying this zone over here? Right where the tent was? What do you recommend for a Great One grind if you don't have SRP? Well, oh, Rancho, you mean? I don't know. I haven't really spent much time on Layton recently, so I don't really have too many tips for Layton. If you don't have Rancho, I'd probably recommend Mississippi. And if you don't have Mississippi, then unfortunately your only option is Layton. And I haven't done a lot of whitetail hunting on Layton, so unfortunately I don't have too much tips for that map. The zone to the left. Okay, so over here. Alright, so I'm gonna go off of what you guys are saying. You say it's to the left more. So, like over here, then? Yeah, if you have Mississippi, I would definitely recommend that over Layton Lakes. Layton's a cool map, but unfortunately, it's not great for whitetail. So I think what we'll do is, just to figure out if it's in this zone or not, we'll push these out. It doesn't look like it, so we can focus on other spots now, because it does not look like it's there. Another possibility is maybe we picked up a track from it traveling. Maybe it wasn't actually the zone that it was in. We're just going to keep this track collected. That way we can actually see it highlighted whenever we run across one again. Or actually, no, we spotted stuff, so it wouldn't be highlighted. We have some over here. 100% it will be at this lake, though. So at least we don't have to worry about it being somewhere else. Because there's no other place it could be than this lake. So there's a dead whitetail over there. Where'd it go? Right there. Random dead whitetail. Oh wow, there's feeding whitetail right there. That's kind of cool, actually. We're looking for an albino bighorn that we spotted. Or we didn't spot it, but we picked up the track for it. And we have no idea, like, when I picked up the track or, like, where the animal's zone actually is. Because when we found the track, it wasn't during their drink time, so we're trying to figure out where it is. It is at the zone across the lake? Okay. I kind of figured it might be since we weren't seeing anything over here, but let's see. Now that you guys have confirmed that, it should be over here. I would imagine we'll... Yep, there it is. It's not a super great looking one, but still an albino. That's still cool. Now, time for a super, super long range shot. I mean, it's not the worst looking level 3, but it's not amazing looking. I'm just happy that it's an albino. Ooh, wow. You know, why not? Let's take out another. I actually have not hunted bighorn since the update. I'm kind of impressed at how many we've seen around the lake. You know, we might have to do a bighorn grind at some point, because it looks like there's a lot of them around here on Rancho. Thanks, Herp. I'm glad that you enjoy the content, dude. There he is. I know, right? We finally found him. And no, I'm in single player right now, tagged. We were grinding for the great one, and we picked up a track from this guy, so we decided to take a quick break from the whitetail hunting and chase it down. And sure enough, there it is. Albino bighorn. It's definitely not the worst looking level 3 horns. Not amazing looking, but definitely not the worst. I've seen much smaller horns on a level 3. Overall, that's pretty cool. 128 scoring, we got it from 364 meters right into the heart. Wow. What a shot. What a shot. I'm actually pretty impressed that we heart shot it from that range. That's pretty crazy. I know, right, Kyla? They do look adorable. I mean, just look at that little sheep face. It's so cute. Kind of feel bad for shooting this thing. You know, maybe one of these days we should just leave a few rares or diamonds on our map. Just not shoot them when we find them, and just so we can see them every time we hunt. I'm kind of tempted to do that. I think it would be kind of hilarious. We'll give it a name and stuff, and then just every video that we pass it by, we'll be like, hey, Jerry, good to see you again. Kind of tempted to do that now. Not too bad, though. Pretty happy with that. At least that gives us some cool trophies for the day. We got that nice diamond whitetail, and now we just bagged ourselves an albino bighorn. I'd say that's a solid day. And a pretty good note to end on, since we were kind of getting towards the end. Let's jump into the lodge and take a look at these. We'll jump into one of our backup lodges, because neither of these are main lodge worthy, but they're still cool. It kind of does look like a doll sheep, for sure. Make the great one my pet. That would be hilarious. That would actually be pretty funny. It would make so many people so mad, though, if I didn't shoot a great one. If I just left it on my map, that would make so many people get annoyed. And I'd risk losing it if they did a reset for an update. I mean, one thing I could do with a great one, maybe, is I could leave it alive until, like, a week before the next update. That could maybe work out. Where should we put this to look at it? This was the one that we got the other day. A beautiful 270. Honestly, we'll just drop it here. Honestly, I like the way that looks. That's a good looking whitetail. That's got to be one of the coolest, like, close tip ones that I've seen. It's really rare to get one of the big rack whitetail that has this close of tip to tip spread. This looks really cool. This actually might become an addition in our main lodge now that I'm looking at it. I kind of want to put that in the main lodge, but here is our little albino. Pretty nice. Definitely like that. Let's jump to the main lodge, though. I actually want to put this whitetail somewhere. Let's see if we can find a place where this will actually fit without, like, getting rid of anything too cool. I just don't really know what I could remove. Hey, Dylan, how's it going, dude? Welcome. We have a 255 over here, one of the really cool ones, then a 27. Okay, we can actually get rid of this. This right here is nothing special anymore, at least. So let's replace it with this guy. Now we have two, like, really cool ones that score lower than normal. This is like the high 250s, low 260s rack that had really close tip-to-tip spread, scored 255 on the dot. And now we have a big rack one that only scored 257 because of close tip-to-tip. I'd say that's actually pretty perfect to have those two side by side. That actually fits really well. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, well, anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. That was a fun one. That was a really fun one. Thank you guys for dropping by and sharing this hunt with me. It was quite a bit of fun to experience that crazy switch from bagging a diamond to finding a track of an albino and chasing after it. That was a really cool experience. I enjoyed it a lot. But we'll be back, I believe, tomorrow? What's today? Today's Monday, so yes, we will be back tomorrow with another stream. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one.